Hello, my friends. Welcome back. We are on day 4 tracking, and I'm Russ Simon. Let's see if I can just get in there. That's kind of funny. All right. Hey, power up your life. I've got a movement on Skool. It is for stronger over 40. And the reason I'm doing this is because I turned 49 this month. And as part of turning 49 and trying to build this community on Skool, I decided I would push myself to do 49 days of content, invite people in to join the community for free for 49 days, help those founders, I guess, be part of creating the community. So it's not what I picture, but it's what we put together and I help facilitate because I've got some core elements that help me to stay fit, feel healthy, feel energized. So have that strength, stamina, clarity, energy, and feel alive all day kind of feeling. And typically, when I'm walking around, people just see my physique. I should say, guys see my physique. And when they'll ask me, hey, what do you do? They're always asking about that exercise routine. I talk to them quickly about that and then talk to them about the things that build up into it. So if you haven't been following, let me give you those 5 really quickly and tell you where we've been and where we're going. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to hit my Apple Play here and see if I can get our slide deck up here really quickly. All right, there we go, because we want to welcome some new members. So let's see, where was I going? Oh, R5. Okay, so we got sleep recovery is what I like to call that. Got a video on it. I'll try to be cool and pop those videos on here somewhere. We've got hydration. We just talked about that yesterday. I'll come right back to it. We've got mindset, movement, and nutrition. Now, those are the 5 that I preach and that I see the biggest difference. And interestingly, when we get to mindset, you'll learn about how that ended up being the most recent addition and what I was missing there when I was telling guys about those 4. So, yes, as we jump in today, I thought this would be kind of fun, seeing as how we did hydration yesterday. My alarm just, well, my uh, screen just popped up saying that I'm going to be getting my hydration alarm here in about 10 minutes. And I thought, I am going to bring for you the water bottle that I keep. This is my hydro jug that my sister-in-law Pam gave me recently for my upcoming birthday. This is a 24 ouncer. Here is my shaker bottle. Again, my frontline friends, if you live on the East Coast and you're looking for peace of mind when it comes to pest control, they are amazing. So check them out. And okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chug this because again, I'm gonna try to put the hydration video on this one and let's just see how long it takes to chug because that's one of the things that I was preaching is chug it. All right, here we go. You'll have to count because I'm just gonna be chugging. Get a little breath in there. One more. Probably one of the most boring YouTube videos you watched so far. It's when 2 times speed comes in real handy. Almost done. Didn't want to do that thing where I spit all over the computer in front of you. All right. Don't know how long that took me, but that's what I did this morning. It's what I did during my workout. Excuse me, I should say after my workout. I sipped on other water during my workout. After my workout, chugged one of those, chugged one at lunch, and that is, I guess, my 4th for the day right there. So, uh, when we talk about hydration, I like to do the 24 ounce and then just go back to the video, see what my 24 thing is all about. All right, shaker bottle again. I wanted to show this. I'll come back to it when we do nutrition day, but 24 ounces. So keep one strictly for water and one for my protein. Pop that off to the side over here. All right, now new members before we jump into tracking. We got 2 new members since yesterday. So let's see, don't want to give away their privacy here, but I know we got Adam and Jason. Yep, that was the name. So Adam and Jason have joined since yesterday, and I believe one of those was invited by a friend. So here's what I want to invite you to do. Jump in, join us. You've got until December 1st, but why wait? We've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, all coming up before Christmas. And if you can put yourself in the state of mind and have the habits in place, you can enjoy those holidays while still building your energy instead of trying to conserve your energy or having energy drains. We can plug those up and we can start making you a generator. So, welcome new members, Adam and Jason. Happy to have you here. All right, hydration. That was my reminder that I wanted to do my water, but also my reminder we're on Skool, right? So that's where we're headed. Look for the link. I'm going to put it here. You can go to Skool and look for Stronger Over 40. You'll see my face, this one that we're looking at here, and you can join there, but it's probably just super simple if I just pop that up. Okay, let's see. Want to bring this in. This was our board from yesterday. Again, just want to let you know that's in there. So if you're interested about what's on that board, you can jump in. And yeah, today we're talking about tracking. So this one came about because my wife is my helper when it comes to testing a lot of things. So I'll create something, I'll put it up, and I'll have her look at it and I'll say, "What do you think?" And I remember when I had first put up the 7 day kickstart, she's like, "Looks great." And I was like, "Awesome." And she said, "Oh, I asked her about the tracking." I said, "What about the tracking? I'm trying to make that easy. I want to make that simple for everybody to get." And she's like, "I would never do it." I was like, "What?" Now it makes sense. Like we have different personalities. If you're familiar with the DISC personality profile, I'm a CS. So I come in at that high checklist, perfectionist, polish type things, which good for you in a lot of ways because that means I'm going to be trying to give you the best. Bad for me in a lot of ways because I constantly try to perfect things before I ship them. But I'm leaning into a new identity. I am a persister. I am a shipper, and I'm just getting it done. That's why this could be one take, and we're going to ship it. And let's see. Oh, okay. And so I'm a CS, and S is like that social where I love having a tribe. I love having a team. And she's an IS. So she's very intuitive. She's very impulsive. She's a lot of fun. And friction about checking lists and stuff, we're at opposite ends of the scale on that one. So it's nice because we complement each other well in the marriage, in differentiation of the things that we do and we enjoy doing. And it's good to get her feedback because I'm like, well, I want this community to be for everyone, and I know that tracking is important. So I'm trying to figure this out, trying to get my founding members to help me out actually, so we can figure out a great tracking method. Here is why tracking is important. I'm going to come over here again for just a moment. Okay, there are two things that I want to chat with you about, and it's this: that which is measured improves, and that which is measured and reported improves exponentially. Now, that's Carl Pearson, so it's called Pearson's Law. And sometimes you'll see that worded a little bit differently because, as far as I can find, it wasn't actually published as much as just something he would say. If you've got a published source and you care, feel free to pop it in the comments of wherever you find this. But it's true. I think you've seen that be true. We see it work in a lot of aspects of our life. So here is why I believe in tracking. One is I know you want a measured improvement. Like there is something that you want. If you come to this community, you either want more energy, more strength, more stamina, you want to feel alive again, you want clarity, you want something. And it is more likely to happen if we track it, right? So we can measure it. We can get like, here's baseline where you're at. And then we can measure it again about where you are 7 days later after the kickstart, 14, 21 days later, 49 days later. But man, if we're not tracking it, like if we're not reporting it, is the word that he uses. If we're not reporting that, we're really we're at the mercy of our own subjective judgment. So we want to get objective here so that we can get the outcome that we really want. And man, that is just how it works. So if you do not like tracking, I would love to have your help get into our 7 day kickstart. Help me figure out how do we take the metrics that we're trying to look at there with these five that I mentioned to you before of recovery, hydration, motion, or movement, our nutrition, and mindset. How do we take those five and giving some uh, I guess, easy wins for people to get, along with people just going as far as they want to on that next step. How can I make that reporting good? I'd love your insight on that. But this is also an invitation if you are like my wife Hillary and you don't like doing tracking, if you will help, if you will just reset your mind and just do it. Like there's a lot of stuff I don't want to do. I just do it. If you will just do it, then I want you to see what those results actually show. Now, again, we do know from Atomic Habits, if we can take away friction, it's much more likely to happen. So that's what I want to invite you to do. So you start doing it and then help me figure out how to do it with less friction. And here's the Hawthorne effect. Now, here's the other reason that we are going to be tracking is because the Hawthorne effect is a real thing as well. This was from a study done, can't remember what the facility was, but that's where the name comes from. And essentially, what was found is that I'll just blow this up here. Individuals modify an aspect of their behavior in response to their awareness of being observed. So, one of the reasons that we not only want to track, because I could just give you a PDF tracker, you put it up on your wall, you track it, probably a good idea. We could do that as well. But one of the reasons to come into the community and actually post it, in fact, I'll show you where you can do that. That's not going to show up. I'll come over here for just a second. Let's come into the community. Okay, here's our about page. I'm going to click on, let's get this a little bit bigger here for you. A little hard to see, but I'm going to click on Classroom at the top. When I get to Classroom, you'll see that 7-day kickstart right at the top there. And let's see, I just reported on day 6 today is the most recent one that I did. And so as you go through, there's a spot where it asks you to copy and paste. And so you come in here, you grab this little portion, you copy it, you click on the link that I've left for you here, and then that link is going to take you to a discussion board called 7-Day Tracker, and you can see that's where I have my day 6. Lynn got in here, he did his. My brother Ben got in here, he left a funny little thing for us that I can maybe show you. Let's see if it blows up. Yeah, you've probably seen that one going around. Sign me up for that club. That's a bueno right there, right? Okay. All right. Now, so this is where we are going to be asking you to come back in and like actually report your progress. Again, the reason for that is because of these the Pearson's law to get you exponential growth, right? We want to get you really moving. And the Hawthorne effect, which is when we know that we're being observed, then we tend to um, do much better. How does it say it there? Mm, individuals modify an aspect of their behavior in response to their awareness of being observed. So that's another one. Now, also, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where we can go in, comment. I could come in like Lynn, I could come in and comment on Lynn's right here and tell him what a great job he's doing as he's getting started. He nailed his really well yesterday. So as we go, that's one of the things I'm going to be inviting you to do. And really, if you are looking to be successful, tracking's just got to be a part of it. So figure out your way to do it. I'm going to, and help me figure out how to do it so we can just help this whole community find a way to both track it and report it so we can all experience that exponential growth and create this community that becomes a brotherhood of support and inspiration where we can all help each other out. All right, I think there was one other thing I wanted to hear. Yes, okay. So again, as I lean into my new identity as with marketing, right? Um, come check out the come check out the community. Again, this was yesterday, day 3. We're on Skool. Look for the link, and I'll try to put video stuff in here. Oh, look, my water alarm's going off right now. Boom. Gotta shut that off because I did it. And if you haven't joined, join, get your friends in, invite them, help each other out. Use Pearson's Law and the Hawthorne Effect together. Be buddies, be accountability partners there, and let's help each other grow and just become the best versions of ourselves that we can. And it's free until December 1st. But don't wait. Again, we got a lot of great stuff coming up ahead of us that we want to get ahead of with our healthy habits. so that we can enjoy those without putting on the extra fat and flab, draining our energy. We can go through it looking good, feeling good, and doing it right the whole time. All right, my friends, until tomorrow, go get it done.